Thank you. Yeah, so Ghouls and Ghosts, a more well-known Capcom arcade game, one of their most famous franchises, obviously, well, featuring Arthur the Knight, and in this game, Lucifer, or Satan, enslaves everyone's souls, and Arthur has to go free them, including the princess. So we'll have to do that. We'll have to play through the game twice to complete the game, as well as a weapon becomes available in the second loop that allows you to finish the game. And this is the Sega Saturn version. This is going to be played off Capcom Generations Volume 2, which includes Ghosts and Goblins Arcade, Ghouls and Ghosts Arcade, as well as Super Ghouls and Ghosts, also known as Makaimura, Dai Makaimura, Sho Makaimura, translates to Demon Village, and then you have Great Demon Village, and then Think Super, or yeah, something like that anyway. But yeah, this is a pretty good port of Ghouls and Ghosts. Some minor changes between the arcade original, but it is pretty much the arcade original. It's going to look like it. It's going to feel like it. One of the big differences, though, is it does have heavy load times. And I did have this game crash on me twice last night, which I had never had happen before, so I'm hoping that doesn't happen. It was happening during the load times, but in any case, I should be able to jump in here and get going for a speedrun of Damakemura. So yeah, 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, you'll see this screen for about 8 seconds every time. It's the only downside. Like, there are other pretty close arcade ports of this game, but they all have some kind of glaring issues, either input lag, or like the backgrounds are really dark, or the sound effects are very badly balanced. Sound effects balance is pretty decent here, but I do believe they actually straight ported this game. This is actually not emulation, and due to that, they remade the soundtrack on the Saturn sound font, so it's pretty close to sounding like arcade. I'm honestly pretty surprised at how close it is, but if you do listen closely, if you know the game very well, you can hear the different instrumentation. Yeah, so stage 1 here, we're going to grab gold armor. Sometimes we would take a damage boost in this level to get up one of these platforms, but this time I'm just going to go the kind of the normal way, if you want to say that. The damage boost will save about 8 seconds, but I'm going to come here with gold armor, and I can get a pattern on this boss where I can use the lightning magic. You can get charge magic when you have gold armor. So I want him to bring the head down for an instant kill. Yep, so stage 1 down. I like to bring the magic there because that boss has a lot of different patterns. And if you take the D-boost, you obviously have to go into the boss with no armor. And it is a 2-hit death game, as is standard G&G games. You take a hit, you lose your armor. You take another hit, you're dead. Moving on to stage 2. You got these turtles bouncing in. Pretty random which ones are going to be bouncing in, but you can generally get a good read on it since I've done it so many times. Bridge section, here you have a bridge with a lot of collapsible segments, but when you memorize it, you just go right through. And we'll meet the first red armor, who is of he's a red armor species. He is not Firebrand from Demon's Crest. Firebrand is a red armor. Oh god! I barely missed the jump. Alright, Arthur down. So the checkpoint's right here, so I'm not going to lose too much time from that, but you see there's a little bit of loading too when you take a death. Yeah, so bit of a mistake there, but we're going to continue on. Since the load times are so severe, taking the deaths and stuff is going to be kind of annoying, because if I do game over, that's like a 25-second time loss. It's really bad in this version. Cerberus. One weird little thing is his pattern is different slightly on this version versus the arcade. He does 2 of those low jumps instead of low and then high. But we're through. And moving on to stage 3. So it's Ghouls and Ghosts. You have some different weapons you can get. Here, I'll be farming a weapon, and also if there's any announcements to be made This is one because I'll just be taking the auto scroller up to the second up to the second section of this level. If there's no announcements, then I will continue to comment to the game.
Oh, well, I'll plug a few things here. We still have some Earthbound incentives that need some money. Earthbound is coming up next, so if you want to see either your favorite food or favorite object in being chosen, get in a donation for the bid war. Otherwise, we have the Mummy Softlock and Ghost Photos showcase that needs another $210. So please, please, please get in some donations for those.
Thank you. Right, so some other little things. Jumping is a little bit faster, so you'll see me jump pretty often, and that's going to help because that's going to help me, get past certain enemies quick enough that I don't take damage and that type of thing. So we have kind of a technical section of the run, and I will attempt to go for the speed strats on it. The first one is going to be a flashy trick where I'm going to attempt to jump off of a spawning chest. There it is. And jump over that statue, which has an instant death trap in it, and then jump on a semi-invisible platform there to skip taking the upper tongue. Success on the speed strats there. And come to Gust or Gasudo. It's pretty straightforward boss. This goes in a circle, and yeah, I did get the dagger back there too, so we're looking good on weapon. Dagger is the preferred weapon here, and I will just attempt to just keep it for the whole run. But if I get a different one, it's probably not the end of the world because you are able to predict what's in the chest, and that's just depending on if you're on the when you've hit the checkpoint. Each stage has one checkpoint. Once you get to the checkpoint, it resets the chest order. So in gold armor, I do believe you have weapons for chest 2, 3, and 4. Ooh, that was a little bad positioning there. This is what we call the worm tunnel section. I didn't able to get through it quickly, so I have to give some slight respect to these enemies. But being able to run past those is good, very good. So this is the checkpoint. And on this section, I'm going to trigger 4 chests, and then also take this damage boost to fall down through most of this part. That's the 3rd chest. This is the 4th. 4th, if you're in your underwear, is always steel armor. So this is nice that I do that because I get to come to this boss and I'm allowed 1 hit. So I sacrifice, 4 or 5 seconds to get the armor. And so something cool happened here. There's these 2 large worms that kind of fly around all around the top of this boss, but they've actually just despawned completely. So I got a basically free pass on that boss there. All I had to worry about was the larva, and they're nothing. And we're already on to stage 5 of Loop 1. It's a fairly short game, except you have to play it through twice. This song sounds a bit different than the arcade original. Very bassy organ sound there. I really like it. So we have kind of a gauntlet of mini bosses and red armors going on here. I'm gonna play this pretty safe here. Just let this one come to the right. Let him swoop. And this guy's gonna swoop too, take out the pig, and I'm gonna have to wait for the armor to do something again. With the red armors, generally you just wait for them to commit to something. They're not too dangerous, unless you're just flailing around everywhere. Here I take a damage boost, and then this death reduces the dynamic difficulty level. So the longer you stay alive in this, the harder the game will get by spawning certain enemies or making them move faster, and also certain projectiles from certain enemies moving faster, and also firing at a higher rate. So taking that death there is going to actually make it so a route in the next level that'll get in my way will not be around. Alright, so we come to the mini shielder room. And I take a hit. Fairly safe there, and then I am going to be able to get steel armor up here, hopefully. Yeah, this is one of the harder, more dangerous rooms of the game. So taking a hit there, not too surprised. Yeah, so in this version, these Astaroths are slightly more aggressive. And yeah, I just got a pattern that I could do nothing about there, unfortunately. Because the right Astaroth did early flame, which is more common in the Saturn version, and then the left one did something uncommon, which he did the long flame, which kills me. So that is the unfortunate part about taking damage on the shielder room, is that I'm actually just subject to dying there, unfortunately. So see if I can actually get these guys this time. Okay, this is looking better. Wait for them to come down. These guys, you know, if they're bobbing up and down, it's just random if they're going to stay at the top or bottom or whatever. You can use the clone magic. So I did early flame again, hoping it doesn't go down again. Wow, bad luck. But with the iframes, I can actually just get through now and then get steel armor replacement. Oh man. Okay, yeah, that's, oh god. Okay, that was unfortunate. Alright, so Beelzebub, should be able to beat the boss. One trick here is you can attack the boss to make it move upwards. That's exactly what I'm doing there. I wanna kite him a bit. I wanna stay safe here. You know, I'm not in my armor. Okay, he's over here. This looks good. Nice. All right, so that's loop 1 done. If there's any announcements, feel free while St. Michael gives the message here.
Sure thing. Just want to remind people that you're watching Midwest Speedfest 2022, a charity speedrun marathon live from 2DCon in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We'll be live non-stop until Sunday afternoon, showcasing amazing speedruns like the one you're watching right now, and raising funds for the Children's Cancer Research as part of the Creators Against Childhood Cancer. To donate, go to donate.midwestspeedfest.com.
Nice, thank you. All right, second loop begins. Gonna have very minor differences. The overall difficulty will be slightly higher. There's that vulture that we just saw fly off screen. That is the only new enemy placement. Otherwise, you're pretty much just running through it again, and then ultimately grabbing the Psycho Cannon weapon by opening up a chest with gold armor. That has a weapon chest with gold armor. That will give you the goddess to appear to give you the Psycho Cannon. So I can do that at any time during the second loop. I'm gonna grab gold armor there, but I'm also not gonna take the D-boost here again and just kind of go to this path. Simply so I can have armor for Shielder, because his patterns are a bit unpredictable. I could use dagger magic on this guy, but sometimes it doesn't hurt. Sometimes it doesn't help. Yeah, so he's just walking slow here. It's a good pattern. Sometimes he just rushes you the whole time, and sometimes he fires the fireballs pretty frequently and traps you at the backside. But it was fine. Yeah, so I mean, in the arcade original, there is no loading between the levels, so it really does add up on the time quite a bit. Again, turtles, random, where they're bouncing. Sometimes you get a really bad pattern, and on that section, you know, speedrun is nice because it actually makes surviving that a lot easier. In fact, a lot of the survival strategies in this game are just going fast so you don't linger around and let the enemies catch up to you and that type of thing. This time I get to have dagger for the beginning of the game, kind of nice. Makes killing the armors easier. Makes everything a little bit more comfortable. Could take a damage boost off the projectile from that enemy, but in the second loop it often fires so quickly that you're not able to get it. But I just had a quick section. I had a quick section there. Oops. It actually doesn't matter because I have armor. Fairly generous iframes after taking a hit, thankfully. And then, yeah. So, again, if there's any announcements, you may feel free to read them once again on the outer scroller section.
Alright. Well, I'm still waiting on a donation from y'all. But I'll also say that donations are not the only way you can give to charity. Did you know that all of our bit and subscription revenue from this event is also going to the Children's Cancer Research Fund? That's true. And on top of that, if any of you have Amazon Prime or Prime Gaming, you can subscribe to this channel for free. For free! Free money to charity. How about that? And if you're enjoying anything that we're doing here, give us a follow. That way you'll know next time we're live for our next event. And with that, I think we're going to be getting close to the end of the elevator here, so I'll hand it back over.
Thank you for that. Right, so on the elevator there, my main concern is not getting a weapon to spawn in the choke points of that level. You can see there was one big choke point. And if you have any weapons spawned in there, you may be forced to grab it. But I'm very aware of that possibility, so did fine. Another good stage 3, very nice. Probably the most technical part of the run there. Ooh, that was a lot of hits. If you hold up when the key drops, you get that nice catch message. Just something nice to add to the run. Nice run, nice catch. Apparently these games have something in common there. Oh, getting a lot of neutral jumps there. Okay, so I'm going to take an intentional death so I don't have to grab that weapon. That's just going to complicate this. That's just going to, yeah, I mean, that's just going to complicate things if I have to grab that, because then I have to switch back out. I can use it, but yeah, I mean, since it happened so quickly, you might as well just use the extra life to despawn that. It won't go away otherwise, and I'm not going to be able to jump over it. And you know, this is, oh man. Yeah, I kind of rushed that a little too much. Not going to be able to get backup armor here, because I didn't get all 4 chests, or all 3 chests before that. Oh! Whoa! Oh man, I had some dropped inputs there for some reason. I could have got through that, but I don't know, I got a little sticky there. Try again. Oh, I didn't trigger the first chest, so again, I won't be able to get steel armor back up here. This is fine. For some reason, I got a little sticky in the controls there. It happens. Get safe passage this time. Despawn of the Mudman due to leaving those worms alive. Again, I'll use the same strategy as the first loop, where I'll attempt to set up a backup armor for the boss here. That's chest 3. This should be chest 4. One little thing about this version is it does slow down more than actually more than any other version. The arcade original has just a very tiny bit, but if you play this in MAME, or if you play other collections, there will be no slowdown. is technically inaccurate. Alright, good boss there. You're pretty safe when you're sitting on the right side of that boss. At the end, you can hit both of the hearts on the bottom. You can kind of do the same on the left side, but you can still get hit. Anyway, coming to the last stage of the second loop. At this point, I will attempt to grab the cycle cannon after I get gold armor. So just need to not get hit first of all. So second chest and steel armor is always your gold armor upgrade. Alright, so that was perfectly played there. Very good. Now we have the psycho cannon. Looks like an ice cream cone or something, but it's very lethal. Does proximity-based damage, so the closer you are when you hit stuff with it, the more damage it does. Alright, so we're going to the final bit here. One nice thing about having gold armor with this weapon is it allows the weapon to cancel projectiles. So that is useful right here. I almost fell on that one. So yeah, those fireballs can be destroyed. That's kind of this weapon's magic. Oh, wow. Okay, bad thing happened there. So there's a weapon there. I can despawn it, or I can just take a death. But to despawn it, I have to walk all the way back. I don't know, I'll try walking back for now. No, we'll just die. So unfortunately, this will be a game over. So now I'm gonna have to wait for the ranking screen, and then I'll have to load the stage again. So it is a fairly punishing death. Alright, so there's the ranking screen. Yeah, unfortunate there with the weapon drop. I was, I was trying to watch out for that. So, I could have grabbed the weapon and then fought the boss with the sword, but that was only going to be really viable if I had magic with the sword. Because the sword is the worst weapon to fight the stage 5 boss with. In fact, it's probably the single hardest fight in the game to do in that circumstance. So unfortunately, Arthur won't get the 1 credit clear this time. But it was a valiant effort.
No worries, I believe in you.
Should be able to finish up smoothly. Alright, so here we go again. That time there wasn't a weapon. Having gold armor here nice because the boss does use projectiles. Alright, and boss is down. Got a nice pattern there. Saves a little time. Yep, nice catch. And last boss is Lucifer, aka Satan. Gonna jump on his knee and blast his face. That's time.
GG.
Thank you, thank you. So yes, the souls are returned to everyone in the game, and including the princess here, and then you were reunited. Happy ending and all that. And then like this ending music is pretty funky sounding. It doesn't quite sound like the original. But yeah, thanks everyone for having me. That was a not bad run of Ghouls and Ghosts. I'm pretty happy with how it went overall. And yeah. 2 credit clear, yes. That's not bad at all, considering kind of what happened.